I want to look at the windows now. We can see with these hexagons here with the windows indicated, and these exterior walls here where there's a 1, and some here in this particular exterior wall here. These are 2x6 walls, all of them. They all get the exact same window. If we come back to the plan, take a look at it, we see the window schedule here. They have 2 types. One is basically a storefront window here. Not going to worry yourself with that for right now, but this is a double hung window. And they're giving us a rough opening here. So we need that information. They also give us the height above the floor. And this will be actually the jack stud height because it will sit right underneath the header here. So with that information there, we want to work down and figure out how big the headers should be, how many jacks are required. So we need the lintel schedule. If we go to S201, and their header, the term we're using here, they're using the term lintel. The L1s that we see on the plan actually turn into a 2 2x10s and with 2 king studs and a 3-inch bearing and at each end of that. So that'd be 2 jacks, 2 kings. Here the L2, which we'll have a few of those, 3 2x12s, and it's got 4.5-inch bearings, so that would actually be 3 jacks and 3 kings. So pretty hefty, but that's the way it's designed here. Come on down a little bit more. Okay, so let's take a look at where where the headers will show up. And this is, we look at the S201, we'll see L2 headers on this 2x6 wall, on this exterior wall here. And here is an L1. If we look at the corresponding plan, we'll see these are the 1 windows. Get the L2s. This L1 here is this door A197. This L1 is 198B. So by using the plan here, we can know what header to build for what particular opening here. Well, as it turns out, all the windows get the same L2 header. So we're just going to concern ourselves with that for the time being and build some L2s. So once we determine that, let's go back to the program here. See how we would include that. The headers tend to be the same from job to job, so we have generic headers here. And basically we're looking for one that's a 2x6 and would have 2 2x10s. So if started naming these correctly here, the last letter here should be 2x6, and I actually don't see one that only requires 2 2x10s. So again, that was what we saw in the plan for the lintel schedule, 2 2x10s and 3 2x12s. So what that means is if I can't find one here, I'm going to have to create one. See, these are all differing here. And if we look through those, we'll see there's a certain method to the madness here. There's 2 2x4 and a 2x4 wall. Let's come on up here. This is a 2x6 wall here, and I've got it 3 2x10s, so we only need 2. So I actually don't have a picture in this group right now, so I'll have to draw one of these and add it. And it will be probably H210 6. And at this point, it's not clear. We'll probably insulate that, maybe not with 1-inch foam, but maybe just regular insulation here, since it's an exterior wall. If we look for the 3 2x12s, we find one here drawn with 1-inch foam insulation in there. Or it could be, and this is probably what we'll wind up doing, not that, but 3 2x12s, and we'll probably have 1/2-inch plywood here, spacing like this, if these would be 2x12s on there. So I really don't have a picture exactly. And what we'll do is create those and add them to our folder here so that they'll show up later. Once we've got the header in, and we've determined that, we need to set up a window type. And we saw type 1 out there, so I've called it type 1 in here. I haven't described it yet, but the roof opening width was 3 feet and 1 inch, which would be 37, and was 6 feet. No, it's 5 foot 11. So that's what was in the plan. So anyway, I come up with 59. And the jack stud height was 72, or 6 feet 8 inches, which would be 80. So let's save that. Let's go back and check again to make sure that's correct. So, yeah, 4 feet 11 inches would be 59, right? So on it goes. All right, we get those guys in, and then we'll actually come back and we can go back to the project and go to the windows, and we would actually add a window at this time and assign it that window type. Enough for this video.